What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. It's Mr. London Plumber. So today we're going to do something different, which is going to be a mashup, which is going to be a combined what goes on in the week. So jobbing, content, all of that in one place. But I've just realised something. Looking at the UB on the analytics and all that, some of you lot are not subscribed. What's going on, guys and girls? What's going on? I'm turning up to make content, to entertain, but also to build a relationship with us. And when I say us, who am I talking about? You and me. That's what I'm building a relationship with. So we're going to build a relationship through content. As a plumber, my life is different to other people, but I'm going to share it through this content, and you're going to see what I mean while you're on this journey of my week or the 2 weeks which I'm going to share and make into some content for you. So I need you to subscribe. That's the whole point. Subscribe, like and share, and drop a little comment if you can to say, you know, I've subscribed, and I'll definitely reply. I reply to all people who drop comments. Remember, it's my account. So what we're going to cover today is going to be content, we're going to cover jobs, and we're going to cover what's going on, and that's going to be part of a podcast episode part, which I'm going to speak about at the end. So grab yourself a cup of tea. I've got myself some lemon water, because when you talk a lot, yeah, you know it makes your mouth dry, innit? So I don't know what you lot are doing. I'm keeping, you see what I'm doing. Right. Let's talk about jobs, because I gather most people who watch me, they're interested in plumbing at the end of the day, so you think you're going to see some plumbing. I've said to you before, don't always film everything, because I'm in properties and places where people have privacy, and you just got to be respectful, innit? We're a business and a company. Even though it's cool to share content, it's cool not to show that yard, what they told you don't show. Do you get it? I don't do that. I just be respectful of people's places, because I want people to call the phone, you know. We don't have to share everything. I might talk to you when I'm outside or something. This is the street we're working on. Anyway, you get the vibes. So let's start with the jobs. So if you followed the channel, yeah, you would know that I've been showing you this build from the start to the beginning. So at home we've been planning a bathroom. I've been planning with my mum. So what I've done is I made content out of it as well. Come on, you know, why wouldn't I? So going to the shop, picking out the tiles, picking out the shower tray, picking out the vanity unit, picking out the taps, all of it. I've done that. I'll put some little clips on the side, because this is how these videos are going to run. I'm going to put the stuff on the side, what I'm talking about, so you can get into the vibe. So get yourself a cup of tea and make sure you're subscribed. So we've done that process, and I filmed it from the start to the beginning. So it was a normal room, and then I took the measurements and I showed you, and then I'll show you like the updates on what it looks like now. And just me being able to explain it from a person or the point of view who is a plumber, and how things should be done correctly. It's interesting, you know, because again, what I've grown up with and what I know, yeah, is not to criticise a next man's work or a next person's work, male or female, right? We're all in this trade to earn a bit of money, and sometimes circumstances don't allow you to do the job to the industry standards, or the other people won't pay you or whatever. Do you know what I mean? There's so many scenarios what you can have. But once you pay, you need to be able to ask for it to be done right, if you know how to. And I thought, why not make a how-to video to follow people? A lot of people have got these videos on there, how to do it. So I thought I'd do my own, innit? In my style. So I've done it, and it's up now. So I'll leave that in the description box. So make sure you check that out, as well as my Instagram handle as well, which is this page, which I've got to say from now, we've actually touched 9,000 followers. Sorry, there's 9,000 followers. I would like 9,000 subscribers. Who knows? When I put this video up, I could get 9,000. You know, you could help. Share it, subscribe, tell someone else about it. You know what I mean? We're always trying to push that up on this channel. So getting that job done as a plumber, I always obviously had me inspector glasses on and looking at their work, what they're doing, because obviously it's my mum and dad's place, isn't it? So I've obviously got to have a good look around, make sure everything's done right. I did share a post which got quite a lot of views on Instagram, and it was talking about you know, what do you see in this scenario? So I showed everyone basically the stack, and I went up and then I went down. And I know it didn't have any cleaner nails in it, but clipping you would also need, obviously, and making sure that you had the right fall as well, which someone else said, which was quite good as well. But those things I actually checked in that post because I had a spirit level, so it's kind of worrying. I'm wondering what they were talking about. Did ask people to explain. It is still up on my Instagram. You can always jump in on the questions because I like to keep it engaging with people. And then obviously I told them what it was, and then we went through the fix. So I'm always trying to, and I know that it's a thing of myself, is that because I'm a lecturer by trade, I'm always trying to help people improve, regardless on who it is, you know. It's always an encouraging place to come onto my page and drop comments and stuff like that, because some people can be defensive when it comes to stuff like that. Again, you're not attacking me, you know, bro. You're not hitting me up for nothing, you know. I'm just showing you something, innit? So what you say is up to you, innit? Do you get it? So that's why I encourage the young G's and the young people, them jump on the page and, you know, we just get interactive in it. You might learn something from the content. I think a lot of people do, which I'm thankful for, because if I'm still helping people learn, I'm still doing some of my purpose, what I'm here to do. That's me. That's what makes me feel fulfilled. So that was one thing. So that job is now finished and now completed. I will actually be doing a full run through of that, but I won't be sharing every detail. But yeah, there's an amazing whirlpool bath which we got made, and it's got 17 jets on it. Bit of me. Big shower tray as well. Lovely mirror which has got a light on it, and it's LED light, and you can just, it's a sensor light, so you just wave your hand underneath it and it turns on, turns off. Quite a good feature. My mum picked all them things, so shout out my mum, because someone's been watching location and a lot of TV and designed my bathroom, innit? But yeah, man, why not? My mum's amazing. Do you get it? So I'm really happy that they got that sorted. So now I'm going to start talking about some of the jobs that I've been on most recently. So a recent job which I had, which was went to 3 jobs like in one day. So I'll just tell you about them because it's going to take a little while. So the first job was 2 jobs in one property. So turned up there, it was a toilet which was just like Leaning Tower Pisa vibes. This is why I say you shouldn't criticise other people's work, because other people's work sometimes can always bring you more work as a tradesperson. And again, when you talk bad about people, it looks very untasteful. That's why I've never done a video and jumped in the van and said, oh my God, these, da da da. You look mad. They're making you look crazy out there. We're just supposed to be getting money, my guy. You can't be doing that because you're doing a lot. I get it, it's understandable, it happens to some people, but just try to, you know, what's that method that they use? They say, like, count backwards before you start going into it. Do you get it? Like, you might say 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Woosa. And then you can carry on, do you know what I mean? Instead of cursing, obviously I swear, I said bad words. They said bad words all the time. But I try and keep that to the confines of myself. Do you get it? Like, you know, I think sometimes sharing. So I just want to touch on a bit more of that job which I was speaking about just now. Just want to make sure this is right. Right. So the job with the drainage, yeah, like I said to you, making sure that you've got the right tool for the right job means the right type of drain cleaner, innit? I had a drain cleaner before. I don't know if you guys saw a video on it before, but it was an old dusty one and it wasn't up to, you know, the standards of what I needed to have to be doing some of the jobs which I was trying to take on. So I've got another one, and I've done a review of it before, but this is it obviously in action when it's out, and it does the trick, man. It does what I need it to do. I might get the bigger version one, but I saw a better one from Milwaukee which I do want, and I will get that by any means necessary, you know, if I have to set something up with Milwaukee themselves, you know. We'll do what we got to do to get the right tools for the right type of job, but that means that I'm going to be looking at taking on more drainage work, which I'm looking at possibilities and just what the market needs, innit? Because there's no point making an investment if nobody needs it, do you know what I mean? I want to work it out so it works out right, because we've got to think about the coin. Something I don't speak about a lot, but just something that's been going through my mind that I thought I'd forget it, we just share it, man. Why not? Let them know. Let people know what's going on in my head, innit? Which is, yeah, I'm looking at that other machine, and this is the machine, this is what it looks like. Bad boy, innit? I know. I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm going to get it. Right. I do have to say, on that job, the lines where we were clearing, the waste, basically, I would say the runs were running about 4 or 5 meters. So the cable of me having 10 meters was more than necessary, and I had enough to be able to be adequate. I always make sure, obviously, the cable is popping out at the visible points where I can see it. We did have these non-return flaps, which only allowed the water to go one way. This is what it looks like, and not the other way. Made sure those were totally clean. Those were bogged up as well. I used the word bogged just to expand, you know what you're saying. Bog it, not block it up, bog it up. You know where you heard it first. That was a strenuous job. I think it was just like being down on your knees and making sure you got a good kneeling mat here is important as well, because obviously you can imagine when I'm doing it there, the floor's getting wet as well. So it was just a mayhem. But again, we got it done. You do need always a really good wet vac. This is why I'm looking at myself introducing a new member to my team, obviously from Milwaukee. It's the wet vac with the double battery thing. I saw one of them in the shop and I said, I need it. If you're a Milwaukee person like myself, you know what I mean, innit? I think once you start to get invested within the tools, you see the longevity of the tools and the brands and all that. I know some people just say, I'll just get whatever I can afford, which is understandable, but if I can afford it, I'm going to get the best or the better what I can get, innit? And hopefully I can do a video on it, and I think it would be really interesting, because I don't really see anyone with one of them at the moment. I know they do sell them, but I've never seen anybody like whip it out and... Hold on. I've never seen anybody pull it out of their tool bag or the back of the van and say like, yeah, let me put this in. Do you know what I mean? But hopefully I will be one of the first. But I would like to do something with Milwaukee, man. I've been a fan of the tools for a while, and I have got a few of the tools. I'm well invested. Like, I speak about it now. I've been speaking about it for the last minute or so. But really good quality tools definitely do last. And I'm not just saying that. They never asked me to say anything, but I'll just tell the truth about the tools. And I tell you about it with my tool reviews, you know, because this is stuff I use all the time. So that job took a long time. I think it was there probably maybe about 6 hours or something. I'm blocking all of those. I think there was 3 sinks, and there was another unit which was outside as well. That needed to be unblocked in the dark as well, because it was getting dark at that point. But you got to power through these jobs, innit? That's what it is, innit? These jobs sometimes definitely do build character with you when you are doing them. I know a lot of people just like to see like the days in the life, just to see like, oh, what do you not get up to? Do you really drink like tea all the time? Do you really do this? No, I don't. A lot of the time I've got to be working, because if I'm not working, I'm not getting paid, innit? So it's just as simple as like that for me. So sharing this bit of content obviously gives people a lot of context to what I actually do as a plumber and how hands-on I am myself. Not that I'm just making like social content just to put out there. No, I'm doing this. Most people are turning down these types of jobs or saying that maybe they don't want to do them or they're not able to do them. I don't know. I'm here to do them. I'm here to work. I think when you do all of the different sectors of plumbing and heating and stuff like that, you value and respect what people do, whether they're specialists just in that. Do you get it? So drainage is not an easy job to do. Even though the machine does a lot of work, you have got to do a bit. So I don't know if you can tell, I've been working out, and because I want to get like them jobs done, and I want to be in the best shape for myself. So I've said to you before that I'm going to start sharing some more of my lifestyle, which is going to be food, eating, going out and all of that type of stuff. I'm actually going to share a part of my judo career as well, which I touched on in one little video, but I will start to bring more elements of that in to the content, because I'm actually going to try and do something in judo again at some point, and also pick up my long lost hobby in DJing. I used to DJ. I got a lot of records as well, man. And yeah, I think I want to do something like that again in my spare time. Do you know what I mean? So I'm balance out my spare time, but also give you guys some quality content, but more like behind the scenes and stuff, like what I'm doing if you're not following my social. Like I said, this is the one-stop shop to get like all the content in one place, and that's why I'm trying to make it so it's the long form content, so you guys can sit back, chill, and say like, oh, what has he been up to? I've been up to this, I've been doing this, I've been doing this at the moment, and this is what's coming up. So hopefully, yeah, I've got some new projects going to be started with some people, with helping young people getting into construction. That's something which one of my friends is doing at the moment. But when I speak to him more in detail, I know I'm definitely going to be involved in something like that, because I enjoy giving back, and especially people who are doing good things. Yeah, man, I can always share it and try to be part of it and try and add some value, just because I have a passion to do that, innit? So appreciate the people who reach out to me and stuff like that, to do stuff like that, which is on that narrative to help other people or anything like that. Comes from things like doing skincare for melanoma, you know, like things like that. Do you know what I mean? That's one of the campaigns that I've done. I've done an eco-seal campaign years and years ago. That's about eco-friendly seal. It's a silicone, so when you're sealing them in a bath, but you get to reuse them and stuff like that. So yeah, try and do your bit if you can, innit? Because it's all about being important to the environment and things like that, and giving back as well. And when I touch on giving back, yeah, I've got to big up my mate Sam, I got to big up my mate Sam, yeah, Professor Plum. Big him up, bro, because you see, my guy, I met him at Fex and we had a little conversation, which was really cool, because, you know, you see people on social media and you might send them a message, hey, how's it going, bro, blah blah blah, but when you meet people face to face, you see what they're like. He's a really good guy, and he's got an apprentice with him, and he sent me a post this week and said, like, who do you watch, like, online, like who's their favorite online plumber? And he said myself, and I can only say big yourself up, bro, man. I appreciate that, man. That really made me smile, because you know, sometimes doing content, you never know if you're doing the right thing, innit? But I'm just being myself, innit? So, like, people catch the vibe, you know, I'm here to embrace it, you get it? Because this is this is more than a generational thing, what I'm doing or what I'm trying to do. This is like turn into like a global thing at some point. So yeah, I'm just going to keep on pushing with that positive energy and keep on trying to make a good impact on 99% of the people that I see. Remember, there's one person that's not going to like it, that's all right. But the rest, if they like it, they subscribe and they get on board with some of the things and some of the programs which I'm going to be having set up in this full time. So look out for them, definitely look out for them. So the thing with getting young people into it, I realised that there's a lot of people that have been coming on my lives, what I've been doing on my Instagram page, which is here. And the Instagram page has actually hit 9,000 followers. Well done, you guys, man. Thank you for supporting. If you've not been on my page, make sure you go on my page. I share loads of reels daily on there, because that's what I first started content on my Instagram page. But I'm moving on to making this long form content for you guys to sit down and digest, because like I said, like, you know, Instagram and YouTube are two different platforms. So I need to be able to make this type of content to be able to sit down and, you know, for you guys to be able to engage and feel like you learned something or there's some value in it, innit? Because that's why I watch stuff, innit? I watch a lot of YouTube myself. I have said that to people. I generally watch YouTube. I don't really watch normal TV and stuff like that. That might be bad, but hey, someone's got to have a Netflix account, because we'll be on there as well. Right. So the other stuff, what has been happening in this time of me having these like 2 weeks to build this content to be able to deliver to you guys, is new projects which is coming up, which I just can't wait to start. Again, I don't speak about all the projects because I want them to come out and for people to be able to see them. Like when I was doing skills, when I was modelling for them, obviously I couldn't show people because you sign like paperwork to say you can't disclose it and blah, 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 blah. But when it's all out and it's all there, which it's like this, it's amazing, isn't it? Because I'm able to share it with people and people can see, oh, you've done that. And yeah, it's me. And they put me on a website as well, so I'll show you some other little bits as well on their website. So these ants and all that, getting famous. I've also been obviously on Amazon as well. So if you ever go onto Amazon, you go onto Ox Tools, you'll see a picture like this on their page of myself as well. I'm always proud of my achievements, man. You see, like before, like coming into plumbing, I didn't want people to think that I'm here just to do like modelling or something like that. I've always worked. So my day job has always been a plumber, or my day job has been a supervisor looking after a building, or my day job has been a plumbing lecturer. And all of these times, I've still consistently tried to keep up with content and just keep up with myself and not the industry, chasing anybody or asking for gratification from loads of different people. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm on my own journey, which I know myself. Sometimes it's a lonely one, but it's a one which is very rewarding in senses, because I think that's why a lot of people do plumbing, because there's this sense of reward, which is the end of the job. And it's not about what people say to you, it's about what kind of comes from it at some points. There could be, obviously there's money that comes from it. There's going to be possibly other jobs. There's going to be recommendations. There's going to be a lot of things which are going to give you an incentive to do a really good job. And, you know, like, it just depends what you're motivated by. I'm motivated by climbing and actually using all of this social media as an experience to say to myself, I've done this all, like, just for myself really, and just to build and to connect with different people. So connecting with people like Skills, that was just on another level, because they're like a worldwide brand, and I'm quite sure they created the first skill saw. So Chippies, let me know if I'm right or wrong, but I'm quite sure they did. And it's something iconic to be put together with, if you get what I mean. And like I said, I'm just doing this stuff myself. I film myself quite a lot. I bought tripods in my time. I bought microphones. I bought extra lighting. Just stuff to be able to add on, because when I see this content creating space, it's just interesting, isn't it? And it's accepting that that is my role here, instead of accepting that my role is just to be a plumber. Do you get it? Do you get what I mean? That's why I think maybe people sometimes not find me more interesting than others, but it's different, innit? Because I can and have been on here and spoke, oh, this is what we've done, and da 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 da. That's cool, but sometimes it's just not what people need. Do you get it? Like, that's why I'd rather come here, tell you about the jobs, speak to you about some stuff, what happened in the week as well. So you and I have a better understanding about like me and my content, about what I'm up to, and about what vision that I have for myself and what direction we're going in this week. So I've obviously started taking the content creating and the modelling and stuff like that a lot more serious, where I'm trying to get onto bigger and better things and trying to do just more projects really, to give myself more exposure, trying to work with new brands. So if you know someone, hit them up, man. And just let me know, man, because like I said, I'm here for the experience. It's not about the peas. I've got a day job, innit? So you got to understand. I've been getting paid for a few things for a long time. So that's not the goal. Do you know what I mean? It is nice, it's an incentive, it is a real nice incentive, but I think that can't always be the only thing you got going for yourself, because you'll jump and skip and hop for anything if it's just peas. Do you get it? So I hope the younger generation understand that, and I understand that as well, because you got to chase money. That's a fact. I'm never telling you don't get the dough. I'm telling you get the dough, but you got to have some type of stop to yourself and say, nah, I'm not doing that for that. Or no, I've worked hard enough. No, I'm not going to keep on doing that to myself. Do you know what I mean? And that comes with a little bit of elevation as well. I've found myself doing that through work when it comes to the type of jobs and the level of responsibility that I'm willing to take on myself, which is, yes, I'm going to fix it. Yes, I'm going to be the last stop. It's going to be working when I leave here. I can guarantee that. And giving a guarantee with my work as well, that I found has been very valuable. And also understanding about other things what other trades do. Just little jobs, might be an electrical job, but you know, you can do yourself. You might say to yourself, you know what, I can do that, you know, and then you might just start doing it and just saying to someone, you know, I can fix that for you if you want. Just saying, this is how you start building yourself. This is how I've built myself time and time and time and time again. And I just hope that sometimes people can learn from other people's mistakes, but people's lessons as well. Is that not all of us have got time to have this one-on-one conversation with you because they're busy. People are busy trying to even get it themselves, trying to get it right because people have got it wrong for a little while. There's nothing bad with that. I just think that like you'll get it in a good time. That's what I think. And I think that you should subscribe as well. That's I've been thinking that the whole time I've been saying this video. I think you should subscribe. But hopefully you do because the content what I put out, I try and make it be high value, but something which people can go and think about this trade or just the interest within myself. I'm grateful, guys. I'm grateful, guys and girls. I am. But we're gonna round it off now in this video, and I'm gonna see you on the other side. But make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Just remember that. Goes if I see you on the other side. Let's get it.